All right, guys, let me explain to you why it is important not to vote. It doesn't matter now because it's over. But what has been happening, I want to explain to you why and how it's been happening. So you have to understand their thought process. I guess you could say their religion, okay? Which is like mysticism, Judaism. They use the books like the Kabbalah, they're witches, and they're sorcerers. The same as Egypt and Babylon. Okay, exact same thing. And the way they think is this, and I've explained it a little bit before with the movies. Like, for instance, in the movies, what they do is they show you these movies that have the future planted in them, like literally exactly what they plan on doing or what they would like to do in the future. And when you watch the movies and you enjoy the movie and you laugh at the movie and you pay money for the movie and then you're done with the movie, and what you have done is given consent. This is how they think. You have given consent. You are in agreement with their plans. Now, all the meanwhile, you think that you're just watching a fictitious movie that somebody thought up out of thin air. But I've shown you a million times, and other people have too, is that what they are showing you what they would like to do in the future, their plans. And when these plans are shown to people, regardless if it's a deceiving way, you have to remember that's how the serpent works. Okay? When the people watch it, like I said, you're in agreement with it. Oh my gosh, that was a good movie. Bam, you just gave them consent to do what they planned on doing. And now you have to understand, they are not just doing this because it's a game. There is literally spiritual consent, so to speak, that you are giving when you are in agreement with these movies, or when you're entertained by these movies in the invisible realm. I mean, it obviously has worked this whole time. So they're not doing it for enjoyment or entertainment on their end, because they know that when people are in agreement with these movies and enjoy the movies and pay for the movies, they are consenting to what they see in the movie. So they say, okay, let's do it. And that's how that works. Now, take that to politics and voting. It's the same deceptive idea, right? It's totally deceptive, and a lot of people don't. Well, most people don't even understand this, but that is what it is in voting. For instance, they usually put up two devils, but they make one devil not as bad, right? Now, the people, they're just puppets playing a role, right? But it doesn't matter to them, because if you say that I'm voting for that guy, well, it's very simple to understand. Then you're giving your consent. You're in agreement. You're in agreement with the devil. And so the plans go forth. And that's a large way, a large reason to how we got to where we are today, is millions of Christians in this country consenting and in agreement with evil. And it's a deceptive little game, and I know that's not fair and blah blah blah, but this is what it is. Regardless of if it's fair or not, this is how they think, and there obviously has to be some I'm not going to say truth, but some power behind what they are doing, because it has obviously worked to get us to where we are today. Now, again, the voting's done. You know, the people, millions of Christians have given their consent and are in agreement with everything. And so the plans move forward. Okay. And, you know, it's basically like magic, you know, and, you know, if you would like sum it up in an easier way to think of it, it is deception. It is, you know, deception, but there is power behind it. They obviously are getting results. Clearly, they are getting results because we are at the end of the road, so to speak. And in order for them to get us to where we are today, they have had to get all these results to move forward with everything. And so that is what it is. Now, like I said, if millions of Christians decided not to vote, not to participate, which is never going to happen these days, right? But if they did, then I believe that it would break it all down. The spiritual power that they would have behind what they're doing wouldn't be there. Everybody would not be blind. And so it's taken them a lot of years and a lot of work to get to where we are today. And if you guys have the eyes to see, you can see where we're at. And we are at a spot in history where there is millions of Christians, a majority of Christians, wanting the first beast to take power, which is Donald Trump.